I'm going to show you a busted rupee farming exploit in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So there's a glitch we can abuse in order to get roughly up to 10,000 rupees per hour. It's actually really, really insane. I'm going to walk you through the whole process of what you need and how you're going to do it and how you're going to get everything. Now, there's a bunch of different ways we can do this. The way we're going to do this in this particular video is with some stamina stuff. So if you don't have stamina foods, you can cook some stamina food. So right now, I am at the emergency shelter in Lookout Landing. There's a cooking pot in here. If you don't know how to use cooking pots, it's pretty simple. You just go to your inventory and pick what materials you want, and then you press A on them and press hold. Hold multiple materials in order to make stuff. Now, the big thing that you're going to want for this is stam bulbs. Now, you can find these in the plains to the southwest of Lookout Landing, but also just look through your inventory. They'll tell you what they do, and this one, for example, says cook it to restore stamina. So if you find anything that will restore stamina, then just go ahead and cook things with that. If it's an animal part, you have to combine it with monster parts. So for this frog, for example, if that was something that gave stamina, which it gives maximum stamina, I could combine it with Bokoblin horns, or I could combine it with Kese eyeballs in order to make an elixir instead. Well, in this case, let's just take the stam bulb, and whenever you combine it, it's always good to combine it with a bunch of just food of like normal type, so like just meat, for example. I'll just put a bunch of meat with it. And then when you're done, press B, and then over here you can press A to cook. And that's how to do advanced cooking. And so just find anything you can that has stamina, that gives stamina attributes, and then cook it into something that uses stamina. Now, ideally, we're going to want 2 full radial wheels of stamina. So if you have enough things, you're actually going to want to just throw in, the ideal thing would be like, say, 5 stam bulbs, and you just take all 5 stam bulbs and throw in 5 stam bulbs. But just find whatever you can. Go hunt around for materials till you get enough. You just need basically 2 full wheels of stamina, or just have a ton of maximum stamina, just 1 wheel, something like that. And then once you have that, so you can refresh your stamina while gliding, then what we're going to do is we're going to go all the way to the southeast of the map. We're going to go to the Rebella Wetlands Skyview Tower. And from here, there's somewhere we can fly to. Now, we don't actually have to go to this tower, but it's just, well, it's more fun to go to the tower, but also it saves time. You stop at the tower, do the tower anyway, get the map revealed, and then you can just fly, or really glide, to your destination of where we're going to go. Also, if you don't know how to do the Rebella Wetlands Skyview Tower, you can actually do this one pretty simply. I'll just explain it really quick. So there's a bunch of thorns in front of this tower if you've never been here before. And what you'll do is you'll use Ultra Hand on these types of materials on the side. There's building materials over here. And you'll rotate them flat, and you'll put them down like that. And then you'll put down another one like this, and then bring it towards you, and then connect it like this. You need 3 of these. So there's 2 there, and then there's another one over here. You make it flat, bring it towards you, and then bring it down, connect it like that. And what you would do then is you would take this, and you'd go up here, and you would try to get it like, there we go, get it up here, get it right up in front of there, and then drop it, which will cover up the thorns. And then from there, you can hold R and press up on the D-pad, and then let go of up on the D-pad on a fire fruit, and then throw a fire fruit. Or you shoot a fire arrow, or just start a fire with lumber and tinder, whatever. And that will get rid of the thorns, and then you can get inside of the Rebella Wetlands Skyview Tower. Then after that, you're going to take the tower, and you're going to head to the southeast. So once you get up here, you're going to wait till you start to fall. And then you're going to look at the map as soon as it lets you do it. I'm going to glide and open up the map. So we're going to go down a layer. And what we want to do is we want to get to the coast right here. So something you can do also is you can try to fly over to these islands just to get some more stamina back. So I can actually fly over here to this one right here. And then that will allow me to get a little bit more stamina back and then continue on with my journey. I'm going to go ahead and speed this part up, though, because it takes multiple minutes to get down there. But I'll show its sped up version so that way you know where to go and what to do from here. You can see it down there, though. There's the sword-looking marks. We don't want to go to the end of the sword. We want to go to right where my radial wheel is, that little thing where my head's looking right now, that peninsula. So once you get here, there'll be this Korok who wants your help. Now, you could get him and go down there, make a boat, and try to sail over. That's one way to do it. But if you have enough stamina foods in here, then what you'll be able to do is you can just glide across. So what we're going to do here is you're going to look at the map, make sure you're lined up if it's rain. You can't really see very well in the rain. So we're going to fly towards that red circle, just to the right of it a little bit. So we're just going to jump and glide. And then if we run out of stamina, then we're going to open up our inventory and we're going to use a stamina food. I'm going to go ahead and speed this part up as well. All right, so now we're on the island. We are right here on the map. Going to zoom it all the way out, zoom it back in. We are right here at Toronbo Beach. Going to go up here. There's random weapons for you to find, bow oars and things. So up here, there's this guy right here. So this is right here on the map. You'll talk to this guy, and he'll tell you all about this island and how there are 3 monster strongholds. He'll show them to you. There's one right there. There's a big tower. And then there's one over there. And then there's one all the way over there in the right side as well. So now what we have to do is we have to go and we have to clean out the pirates. So we have to do the side quest Seeking the Pirate Hideout. Now this area is kind of higher level, so this can be extremely dangerous potentially. So make sure you have good armor equipped. If you need help getting some armor, I have a guide for the Mixo's treasures, and you can go ahead and get some of this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put on the barbarian armor though. Gives me attack up. And my weapons are terrible for this, but we'll do what we can. I might end up skipping through a lot of it. But either way, you're going to go to this first tower, and then you're just going to beat this tower. Well, I killed all of them, I think, but the problem is I think one of them fell, and he's on the ground right now and didn't die. So you've actually got to kill every single enemy here. There's a chest with 10 bomb flowers at the top, though, by the way. So I'm going to jump down and glide over to this, and I missed it. I was going to take those treasures. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm going to go down. Here's the guy who fell, so I'm just going to go down and finish him off. Actually, 2 of them fell and lived. So these guys don't necessarily die from fall damage, so you got to be careful. Like, this guy fell all the way from the top and is still alive. And he's super strong, by the way. I mean, this is not a strong weapon, but it's like 7 or 9 attack power or something. So, yeah. Oh my god, a 17 fused thing. Oh my gosh. And his guts. That's disgusting. Alright, so that was the one right there. We're going to track this. And then if we open up and look at the map, you'll see we were right here. Now we got to go down to these ones. I'm going to go to this one next. I'm about to climb up this mountain from the backside. Before you do it, you definitely want to equip rubber armor if you have it. If you don't have it, then check the description's video for Mixo's treasures. That shows how to get it. So we're going to climb up here. It's raining right now, which is really annoying. Makes it hard to climb up here. And these enemies are so high level that they almost one-shot me with arrows. And then the melee guys will literally one-shot me if they hit me. I'm going to speed this up so you don't have to watch the whole thing. Like, just 'cause it'll take a little bit. But yeah, these guys suck, and you really shouldn't come here till a higher level if you can resist the temptation. But if you really want the rupees now, you can just go ahead now. Okay, so that completes the second one of these. That one was awful. I highly recommend just spamming the bomb arrows that you got from the first tower. You can do the stuff like what you saw me do when it was fast-forwarded there. But I'm definitely going to need this rock sledge because I just need longer range weapons. That's the biggest problem I have in all this is I already have a rock sledge. I'm going to see if I can combine a rock sledge with this thing. I really just need something with longer range. That's like the big thing here. No, I literally can't. Anyway, so after this one... Oh my god, the electrical lethal spear. That's what we want, though. That's going to be huge. Alright, let's grab that. Alright, there's actually a wing over here. Let's take the wing. We could probably just glide, though. We don't need the wing. Okay, so we're going to head over here now. And there's that fortress over there. So let's look at the map real fast. We are right here at Koholit Rock, and we're going to head over here to that fortress over there, and then we're going to have to clear out that one too. I'm just going to speed it up. All right, and that completes the mission. This electric spear is so unbelievably good for that, by the way. Highly recommend using that. Also, you might want to break anything you can up here. Get any arrows that you can while you're up here, because arrows are extremely important for all this. Like, the easiest way to cheese this, if you're not strong enough, is to just use bows and use arrows and use bomb flowers. So, we have, like, I think I have 10 bomb flowers left. Not sure if that's going to be enough, but we'll see. There's 10 more arrows, so that's huge. Definitely grab the arrows here before you go. Loot anything you can, because it's a super high-level place. There's tons of cool stuff to find here. It's high-level, potentially. We even got, like, this here, a bouncy stick. So, there's all sorts of cool stuff. Once you're done looting everything, you can head up here, and you can try to glide back from here. Now, obviously, you won't be able to glide the whole distance, but now our objective is to make it back to that guy in order to complete this side mission. Although, spoiler here, we are not done yet. There's actually a little bit more that we got to do before we can farm our 10,000 rupees per hour. So let's head back to this guy. He's right over here. I might have to kill those jellies that just popped up, though. We'll see how this goes. But if you talk to him now, he'll, you know, thank you for that. But he's still, there's more to do. There's a pirate ship that came in over there on the backside of that, and we have to go deal with one more series of enemies before we're done with this. So that updated the Seeking the Pirate hideout. Now, what we have to do is head over to Koholi Rock, and there's somewhere we're going to have to go from there. I'm just going to skip ahead to me being there. So now I'm up here where we killed the lightning guy, the guy who's shooting the lightning arrows. We go to the back side of this, so the southeast side of this. And then from here, you can go all the way back to here. And then you can jump off and glide. And if you head around this back side, there's a giant cave here. And if you do this just right, you can land on this skull. And then from this skull, you can just shoot bomb arrows at these guys until they're dead. If you have enough, which I don't know that 10 is going to be enough. But I'm just going to speed this part up. You can see me kill them all, and maybe I'll die. We'll see what happens. And we're going to clear out this last thing of monster forces. I just wanted to stop for a second on this fast forward to tell you, apparently if you bomb him twice and knock him off the boat and he actually falls in the water, he can't swim and he'll just drown. Ironically, because he's a pirate. Also, he throws rocks at you, and you can apparently use recall on those rocks and make them go back at his face. That's another way to fight him. So after that, now all I gotta do is clean up the weak guys, and that shouldn't be too bad. All right, and there we go. That updates Seeking the Pirate hideout. That was rough, to be honest. I found out those bones on the side of the ship, you can't actually climb on them. So now we just need to get out of here. So what we can do, try to land on the wooden part here so we can actually climb. Get up to the top of this pirate ship. And then from here, we're going to try to get over to this, which I did not do correctly. We actually need to get up to the mast of the ship. Actually, we don't get to the mast of the ship because there's this giant rock right here. Instead, you grab these and you just attach them to each other. And then you can make a bridge and cross with a bridge over to here where there's a shrine. And you really want to get this shrine. It makes life a lot easier because then you can fast travel not only back to here, but back to this island whenever you want in order to farm rupees. So this is a huge thing to get for farming rupees. Definitely grab this shrine, or else you are going to regret it if you leave without it. You fast travel out. There's also all sorts of random stuff in here, food and things to grab while you're here. There's a chest up here as well, but that's not what we're doing right now. So now, after doing all that, we can, not this button, we can do this button, we can do ascend, and we can try to find a way to ascend out of here. So let's ascend right here. All right, and that brings us out where the lightning stuff was. So now it's going to want us to go back to the beach to talk to that guy again. I'll just skip ahead to me being there. So now you're going to run over to this guy again on the beach. He's in a different position now. Talk to him. Tell him what happened. And after all that dialogue, he gives you a blue man Lionel Saberhorn. Alright, and then after that, you can finish this dialogue with him. And that finishes the side quest seeking the pirate hideout. Now what you're going to do, you can talk to him again if you want, but it doesn't really do anything. So what you're going to do is go to the map, and you're going to go back to the Mararian Shrine. So from here, there's something we can do in order to get to the rupee farm. So we're almost done. Now we'll be able to farm our up to 10,000 rupees per hour after going through all this hassle. So once you load into the Mararian Shrine, you're going to head over to the boat again. You're not going to be able to really get to it from here, but we need to get to the front of the boat. So we're just going to drop down over here and take the ladder. And there's a specific spot that we need to get to up here. So what we'll be able to do here is you can look at your mini-map at the bottom right, or you can just, you know, casually walk it over. Well, that was great. Okay, good, I can climb. Meant to jump there, but... Alright, so, gonna get over to this, and you're gonna climb over here to this lookout tower. Gonna get up to the top of this one, and from this one, we'll be able to do something special here. So whenever you want to farm rupees, all you gotta do is teleport to this island, come over to here, and then from here, you're going to use Ascend. You just use Ascend right here, and this will take you up on top of the island, the very highest point on the entire island right up here. So you go up here now, and there will be these people over here. Talk to them, and they'll have an interesting experiment they want you to try out if you go through all their dialogue. And this experiment is a little mini game that makes you an insane amount of rupees. Probably the most in the game, or at least up there. I mean, maybe someone will find like a rune dupe exploit someday or something. But the main thing is you get on these wings, and you're going to try to fly them down into the water. But also, you're going to need rupees in order to do it, and I only had 13 with me, so I got to go get more rupees. So now I'm back with the rupees. I'd recommend bringing like at least 60 in case you mess up a couple times, because you won't get them back if you mess this up. And also, we're not just going to do the minigame. The thing is that there's an exploit we can abuse to win the minigame no matter what, and that's what makes this rune farm exploit so insane. So there's kind of a glitch we can abuse. It's sort of like a glitch. It's intended but not intended game mechanic, basically. It's weird. So here's what we're going to do. The way this minigame works, I'm going to show you normally, and then I'm going to show you the glitch version that you can abuse in order to exploit this. So if you're really good, you can fly this wing. If you want tips on flying wings, I have a video on how to fly wings in the description of this video. But what you're going to do is you're going to fly this wing, and you're going to try to land in those rings. And if you can land in the center, you'll get 300. If you land in the center of the center. If you just land in the center, but not right in the middle of it, you'll get 100. And then I forget the other one's 50 and then 5 or something like that. So what you'll do with this thing is you walk onto the wing and then walk back. And you're going to kind of try to do this to line it up as best as you can with the center of the ring. Now, these things are a little weird to try to control. Once you think you got it centered, then you're going to fly it just, you know, however, just casually bring it over there. And then you're going to do your best to try to land it in the middle circle, which, if you're not really good at these things, it's going to be kind of tough to do it. Looks like I overshot just a little bit, maybe. I think that was right in the middle. So that's how you normally would play it. And if you're just insanely good at it, then you don't even need to use the exploit. You can just play it, and you'll get, like, you know, 10,000 plus per hour, potentially. But now they're going to show you the exploit. There's an exploit we can do that will make this way better. So when you're done with that, you'll give you 100 rupees for landing in the middle. But here's what you can do to do it again. Okay, do it again. It's 20 rupees every time. But now we're going to exploit it. So there's a game mechanic we can abuse in order to get this no matter what. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fly normally. We're going to just focus on trying to center it as best as we can. All we want to do is center it with the middle. And then once we got center with the middle, we just want to go straight at it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just slide... Oh, not that far. Maybe easier if I crouch walk. Oh, crouch walk's the play. Okay, crouch walk. If you're slightly off center, it'll turn to the left. Gonna just center a little bit more. Okay, a little bit more to the left. Okay, I think we got it. It's lined up decently. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're going to look straight down, You're going to try to get it as centered as you can. And if you miss by a little bit, right when you get right here, wait till a little bit further. Oh, that was... Okay, now I've screwed my camera up. Okay, well, now this is weird. Okay, you got to look down and use recall. And you can rewind it and then stop. And then you can keep doing this in order to get it exactly in there. So you can recall to go backwards, or you can just recall and cancel, and it'll fall for just a moment, and then you can recall and cancel, and recall and cancel, and recall and cancel, and just go straight down wherever you want. So that's what you can do to, no matter what, get the 100 per run, and potentially 300 once you get enough experience at it and get good enough at it. Let me show you what it looks like, though, to just spam it so we just go straight down. Okay, here we come. All right, so once we get it right where we want it, we don't look down. And then L, recall, rewind, stop. Okay, I didn't stop it correctly. Whoops. All right, it's going to go. Rewind, and then spam stop. It'll fall, and then you can just recall, and you can just do that again and again and again and again, and it'll basically go straight down. So all you really got to do is just get over the center, and then after that, you can just spam recall until you get it down. Or if you want, you just try to get it, and if you miss by a little bit, just recall a little bit, and just go a little bit, go down and up and down and up until you get it exactly how you want it. And that is how you do that in order to get 100 rupees every single time. Now, again, if you can get right in the center, which takes a lot of skill, a lot of practice, you'll get 300 rupees. So that'll make it way crazier. Okay, there we go. I got a 0.3 meter by using the rewind. Can't believe I actually got it from the angle I came in. It was kind of crazy. It's pretty hard to get that, but it's doable if you get really, really good at this. Now, awe-inspiring, you landed right in the circle. Perfect flight. Research is finally complete. Give the young man his reward. He deserves everything we've got. Okay, here's your reward. A gold rupee, 300 rupees. So there you go. If you can land within 1 meter of the center, then you can get 300 rupees. Now, here's the thing, guys, about this and using this exploit and making rupees is once you do this enough, landing in the middle is not that challenging. You can pretty much land in the middle even without using rewind. And if you don't use rewind and you land in the middle, it takes just a teeny bit over 1 minute per cycle. So that alone would be 6,000 rupees per hour. But assuming that you actually get really good at this and you occasionally land in the dead center for the 300 rupees, then you can get up to 10,000 rupees per hour. Now, I know it's unrealistic to imagine this, but if somehow you actually were so good that you 100% of the time got the 300 rupees without a rewind, well then, dang, you could get like 15,000 plus rupees per hour, but I don't know that anybody's actually going to do that other than maybe like a speedrunner who could do that. But yeah, so at least 5,000, but realistically, if you get really good at this, you can get 10,000 rupees per hour. All right, let's do one last one here. All right, we're going to recall it right here. And then stop. Oh, I was so close. I almost got the 300 rupees again. Well, either way, guys, hopefully this helps you out, man. If you needed any rupees, this will get you enough rupees to buy anything you need. Just do this for like 1 hour. You'll have enough to like buy all the home pieces for your home, which, by the way, if you don't know how to buy a house, check the description of this video. I have a video on how to buy your dream house. There's actually a housing system in this game. If you know, you can just buy apples and arrows and armor, whatever you see at a shop. Just do this for a little while, and you'll have enough rupees to get anything you want. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it did, hit that like button for me. Subscribe for more content. But either way, now you know how to get unlimited rupees in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.